Okay, I have a wonderful new effect to share with you today. Now for this, you need the 4 2s, 3s, and 4s, okay? And we can have the spectator tell us how to randomly stack these. Which one should I pick up first? Top right, okay? Should I go clockwise or counterclockwise? Clockwise, okay, very good. Now what I'm going to do is push off pairs of cards into a triangle configuration. So I'm just pushing off pairs, just like that. Now what I need you to do is point to any one of the piles. Want the bottom one? Okay. Should we stack clockwise or counterclockwise? Your choice. Counterclockwise. Okay, very good. And then we'll deal out into 2 piles with random stacking decided by you, of course. How would you like these stacked? Left on right. Okay, let me just show you that the cards are beginning to get really well mixed here. But we're going to mix the cards far more than what we've done so far. In fact, since we saw the cards, why don't we perform what's called a Klondike shuffle? This is where you take the top and bottom cards off as one. It's a great way to mix the cards. And now what we're going to do is we're going to use the value of the top card and deal out the cards into that many piles. And of course we have 2s, 3s, and 4s here, okay? And then the stacking is going to be decided by you. That's the important thing. So the cards are going to decide how many piles we deal, and then you're going to decide how the piles are stacked. So let's take a look at the top card. Oh, it's a 2, okay? So we just deal out the cards into 2 piles. Okay, and we can randomly stack the piles left on right or right on left. Your choice. Right on left. Okay, very good. What's the new top card? Oh, it's another 2. So fill out into 2 piles with random stacking decided by you yet again. What would you like this time? Left on right. Okay, that's just fine. What's the new top card? Oh, it's a 4. Okay, so let me show you how this would work. We just deal out into 4 piles. And here you're free to stack the top row on the bottom or vice versa. And then we'll stack left on right or right on left for the remaining 2 piles. So what would you like? You want the top row on the bottom. Okay, very good. What about the piles? Right on left. Okay. What card is risen to the top? Oh, it's a 3. Okay. So we'll deal into 3 piles. And you can decide, should we stack from left to right or from right to left? You want to go from left to right? Okay, that's just fine. What new card do we get? Oh, it's another 3. That's just fine. Okay. How would you like these stacked? Left to right again. Okay, that's fine. You can choose either one. What's the new top card? Oh, it's a 4. Okay. Now, I'm hoping that you're kind of seeing how this works. So you can continue to do this dealing and then by using the value of the top card with the stacking decided by the spectator as you like or as the spectator likes. Okay. How do you want the rows stacked? Bottom on top. Okay, very good. And then left on right. Okay. Let's take a look at the next card. Oh, it's a 2. Okay. Now, would you like left on right or right on left? Right on left. Okay, so we could go on doing this just out of interest. This is a 2 now. So we could deal out into 2 piles with random stacking left on right or right on left. The next value might be a 4 or a 3. We just don't know. Okay, so once the spectator is convinced that the cards could not be in any order that anyone could have anticipated ahead of time, for the simple reason that the cards were thoroughly mixed relative to their ordering, and then you're deciding the stacking order. Really, all of this is being left up to the universe or up to you and your free will, okay? But despite that, what we're going to try to do together is still pull off some pretty surprising magic, okay? Now, one definition of magic is something happens that has an extremely small, if not 0, chance of happening. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to Klondike. Now you've seen the Klondike shuffle already. I'm going to Klondike individual pairs to the table. We'll do 2 rows of 3 pairs each, just like that. Now, I don't know what your definition of a surprising outcome would be, I think I have an idea as to what's going to happen because the magic that I present is guaranteed to work every time, despite the odds. Okay, so what do you think would be surprising after all of that? Randomization of the cards and free choices being made by you, the spectator. And I want to emphasize that we could have continued to mix the cards even further than where we stopped, but I didn't want the video to get too long. Okay, so let's just take a look at where all of these random events and random choices have brought us. Okay, well, let's see, we got a 2 there. That's kind of interesting. And whoa, wow, okay, I doubt that's going to happen again. You just think about the chances of that happening. We actually found companion cards. Okay, let's look over here. Oh, here's a 4. That's fine. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. This is impossible. It's now impossible. There's no way we could have gotten 3 of these by chance alone. What about this one? Surely we're going to... Oh, I can't believe it. My head is just spinning. Oh, boy. Check that out. And by elimination, I would imagine, oh, yes, we did. Man, I'm thinking back to all of the random choices that you made and thinking, boy, if you had just chosen any one of those differently, this almost certainly would not have worked out. Boy, don't you wish you could go back and just tweak one of your choices? Okay, wow. Well, how does this work? Well, you just do everything that I did, and this will work for you every time, okay? Now, the grand secret to this working every time is something called a mirrored structure. So a mirrored packet is where you have, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you have 4, 3, 2, 1, or in the case here we have multiples, of course. So the idea is the left-hand side of the packet and the right-hand side of the packet are the mirror reflection of each other. That's called a mirrored packet. Well, when that happens, you have something called the stay-stack principle that you can use. And the stay-stack principle says that for each divisor of the packet size, which here is 12, you can deal out the cards into that many piles with random stacking from left to right or right to left, and it will not destroy that characteristic. Now, the cards will certainly move around, and you can check that for yourself by just performing all of this face up, but that mirrored reflection property that the cards have will be preserved. So we can deal out into 2 piles, 3 piles, 4 piles, technically even 6 piles, with stacking from left to right or right to left, and you can still finish in the way that we have finished here. Anyway, that's really what's driving this. It's a stay stack principle, and I will add a link in the description below to the stay stack principle, a very, very important principle in mathematical card magic, and it just has almost infinite applications. I will also list what I call the new stay stack principle for odd size packets, because the traditional stay stack principle applies to even size packets. Like here we have a total of 12 cards. Well, there's actually an analogous property for odd size packets that I've discovered, and I have quite a few applications of it, and I'll add those links in the description below as well, so take a look at those. So thank you for watching, and take a look at other videos on the Absolute Math Magic channel.